All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome. Playing some more Modern today, and we have a wacky one. So, I played this deck before in the past, and always been pretty big fan of it. It's Living End, but it's blue Living End with 4 Force of Negations, and Force are playing a bunch of blue cycling cards, which is really cool. And then, of course, you can always use Force of Negation to defend your combo on their turn by using Violent Outburst, which is really cool. So, just a real simple version of Living End. But things get a little crazy when we look at the sideboard. We're trying out an experiment here. So one of the cool things for a combo deck to do is to juke, to like board into like a totally different deck. Often a very difficult thing to do. My first experience with this was at Pro Tour Honolulu, my first Pro Tour in 2006. I played against a Heartbeat of Spring combo deck in Standard, and they boarded out all 15 Heartbeat cards and brought in like, Umezawa Shite, Maluku, creatures, and just like killed me. And I was like, holy cow, I brought in Thoughtseizes and Duresses and stuff, or whatever. So, it's often hard to find, though, because typically combo decks have a bunch of weird things going on, And it's very hard to remove enough cards to have a functional deck post-sideboarding. But we see a little crisscross here, right? So this deck's already playing 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25 cycling cards, incidentally. All right. And of course, Ikoria brought us the cycling cards. Obviously, we're familiar with them in Limited and so on and so forth. The cycling payoffs in Flourishing Fox, which gets bigger whenever you cycle. Drannith Stinger, which deals damage whenever you cycle. And then Valiant Rescuer, which is a token maker whenever you cycle. And obviously, these cards cost less than 3. So we board these cards in. We got to board out Living End because our Cascades will hit these now and not Living End. But we can just board out like either this, these 11 cards for these 12 cards, and board something else out also. If Force of Negations are bad, we can always leave in Violent Outburst because it would just cascade into one of my creatures and pump the tokens off Rescuer, which is awesome. And typically against decks like Living End, people are going to board out all their removal, and they're going to board in like Negates, Teferi Time Raveler, Rest in Peace, and so on and so forth. And we just bring creatures and kill them. So Outburst also get Rescuer, yes. Now, the big card that's missing here, of course, is Zenith Flare. The card that's usually seen in cycling decks. Where's Zenith Flare? The problem is your juke has to be totally off plan from your main strategy. And if our opponent brings in Rest in Peace to stop our Living Ends, and we have a Zenith Flare in our deck, that's a Nambo. That's a Nambo. So don't want that one as part of our plan. But our point here is to have 12 cheap threats and a bunch of cyclers and kill our opponent. So that's the idea. Also have some Fulminator Mages against like Tron and stuff. But for the most part, we've got a main deck that's pretty set and a sideboard plan that's pretty set, and we're doing it. So Living End Juke. I'm pretty pumped for this one. This is going to be fun. I was building decks last night, and I was like, I'm going to try this deck. I haven't played this deck in a while. I built a normal sideboard, and I was like, wait a minute. What can we do here that's a little more interesting? So I have no idea if this is going to work. We're going to find out right here, right now, live on television. Let's do this. The Juke. Let's juke it up. We just played a Naya Winota deck that was awesome. If you missed that one, it'll be up on YouTube. Super cool deck. Also, I want to remind everyone to check out my sponsors. BCWSupplies.com. BCW Supplies, best source for your game supplies. Best sleeves in the market. The Elite 2 deck card sleeves. Deck boxes, binders, storage solutions, card sorting trays. It's all there. BCWSupplies.com. Check it out. Promo code JIM10, 10% off your order. BCWSupplies.com. Let's go. All right, so let's do this. Time to break some ankles. Juke. All right, so pretty basic hand here. A bunch of cyclers. We're on the draw. We want our mana base to usually be Steam Vents and Temple Garden, which can cast all of our spells. We are a 4-color deck, so we'll see what they're doing and operate appropriately. I'm going to keep this hand. contractors here. Bang it. Stream's over. Everyone go home. That's it. It's done. Pack it up. Pack it up. Turn the camera off. This is it. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thanks. No, really, that's really, really cool. Thank you for that. It's really, really, really normal. What the hell is going on? Why is my opponent's first play in game 1 against my graveyard deck a Tormod script? Should I concede? Just go to game 2? I just see what they're playing, right? Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. All right, so we're just playing an Urza deck. Maybe we'll just like play like Flood Strands and like not cycle Force of Negation, because I can't pitch in a card that's not telling. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Yeah, we're just gonna. I think we're not gonna cycle at all. We're gonna conceal what we're playing, and just play Flooded Strands. Maybe we'll like hard cast Force of Negation on something, and then just concede. The problem is we can't even like if these are main deck Tormod scripts. It's not like they're gonna board them out, you know. Unbelievable. So they have infinite Tormod script, milling 4 lands. Wow. So what are we going to do? Are we going to juke into... I guess just cast Curator of Mysteries now. Now we actually have like a castable threat. It's such game theory right now. What do we do? So, like, there's no way they would put us on a graveyard deck with Strand Mesa. But the problem is, they have 3 cards in hand. Well, they don't have anything. You know, like, so conceding here is just, like, so weird. All right, I'm just going to cycle Street Wraith. See if we draw land. Maybe I'll cast Curator of Mysteries. Violent Outburst. This is ridiculous. And again, we kind of want them to see our deck, so we like juke in game 2. All right, I think we're just gonna start cycling stuff. 2 Tormod scripts. Alright, now we're destroying all the stupid thingies. Ugh. Alright. Say go. Cat's officially out of the bag. Make a food, sure. Turn 1 Tormod script. Unbelievable. Yeah, Neo, that's an interesting idea. We could have, like, not played land 3, discard Force of Negation to hand size, and just concede. Because I think they're real. Because the problem is if I juke for game 2, then they know what I'm doing for game 3. Whereas if I can, like, conceal what I'm doing in game 1, living end them in game 2, and then juke for game 3. The problem is they just have main deck. I should have forced that. That was stupid. I wasn't paying attention. They just have main deck. That was really dumb. They just have main deck crypts. I don't know if they're gonna board them out or not. You know. I should have forced this initially. I don't know what I was thinking. Is it exiles it? That was really dumb. All right, whatever. Yeah, the problem is they're also doing nothing. So we can just cast stuff too. Like, who knows? Maybe Curator of Mysteries goes coast to coast, you know? Yeah, it's a really, really complicated, like, game theory scenario, you know? Alright, sure, they're going to rebuke here. Alright, we're going to fetch some lands. Alright. Oh boy. Now they have their engine going. Before they had nothing. Now they have. Once they drop Bobble, they have their engine going with Emery. So it's pretty bad for us. Definitely not doing us any favors here either. 4-4. Another rebuke. Yeah. Alright, so they just main decked Tormod script. Can you believe these people? So we're gonna board in our juke. Maybe the juke deck just beats them, honestly. Like the juke deck will probably get them on the play for turn 2. The question is game 3. What do we do? You know, make another food. All right. If they play an Urza end step Tormod script, that also makes no sense, but sure. Yeah. Right. Huh. We'll have to see how game 2 plays out. And we're almost assuredly dead, but alright, I'll just go to the next game. Alright, so pretty awkward. Not the best game for us, but that's okay. That's okay. We juking. Let's take out all living ends, all the Ardent Pleas. I don't think I want Force of Negation either, honestly. Let's bring in the whole crew. Do I want Fulminator Mage too? Is that just better than Outburst? Probably. Alright, we juking. Who's ready to juke? Let's go. We're juking. You will not see this one coming. Definitely annoying that our main plan didn't work in game 1. Part of the allure of a graveyard deck is that you usually win game 1. Because they don't have graveyard hate in their main deck. Outburst worse against Cage. Well, you cast the card off Outburst, so Cage wouldn't do anything. Cage doesn't stop Living End anyway, so... No, they're not bringing in Cage. Snuck in the one Imposing Vantasaur. Look at this sideboard, you know? Look at this sideboard. It's perfect. It's perfect sideboarding. It's exactly 15 cards. Probably need a mulligan this hand. I think I just want to draw one of my threats. Oh, come on. Why you gotta be like that? Alright, that's a lot better. That's pretty insane, actually. So keep this. We'll ship Vantasaur and probably Rescuer. Alright. The thing is that we don't need Zenith Flare. But that's not the part of the deck we're looking for. We're just looking for cheap threats, you know, to get under what they're doing, and they're going to board out all their removal. So, in theory, at least, didn't see that coming. Did ya, Mr. or Mrs. Turn 1 Tormod script? Again, we're not playing Zenith Flare because it's bad against Graveyard Hate. And people are going to board a Graveyard Hate against us. So it doesn't make sense. Alright. Okay. It's possible our sideboard is better than our main deck. Yes. Tilt. Do we juke back into Living End after? That's the problem. You know, I don't know. We're not playing any cycling lands. This is our sideboard plan, so. Mishra's Booble, sure. They could have a Rebuke. I don't think we're casting Rescuer, honestly. I think we're all in on the Foxes here. Mr. Fox, Mr. Fox. Stinger? Okay. I guess maybe we just cast the Rescuer. No, just cycle both and deck for 10, I think. They definitely have Rebuke here, I think. So... see what they do. See what they do. I think we just cycle. Sure. Take 10? Take 10. We got a successful juke, folks. It's one successful juke right here. right now. Oh, yeah, take that. Turn 1, Tormod's Crypt, game 1. God, you love to see it. But now what do we do? The secret's out. What do we do? Do we juke back? Or do we juke left, juke right? It's all or nothing, obviously. Flip a coin. Because now we're on the draw. And the question is, will they have the Tormod scripts in or not? Like, yeah, they had a main deck. And the problem is, like, I don't know if we can beat a Tormod script. Nick, thanks for sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Welcome, my friend. Realistically, like, our Juke is pretty good against them. They're just like a counterspell deck anyway. I think that our Juke deck, even with them knowing about it, does just seem better against them. So I think we're going to stand pat. I don't like that these aren't as good on the draw. Maybe we bring an Outburst over Fulminator Mage on the draw. For more threats. Yeah, I think we're in. Yeah, they don't have much removal anyway, and they're more of like a counterspell grindy deck. So I don't want to, try and combo against the counterspell deck. We'll just get him. We're just gonna get him. Come on. Look at these hands. Look at this. Stay foxy. All right. Well, I'll see mulliganing. All right, I guess. Don't love it. Don't love it. Nick from Minnesota, longtime watcher, first time sub. Favorite card ever is Laboratory Maniac. Thanks for the content. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it, Nick. New sub. What are we playing today? This is a Living End deck that jukes into a cycling deck post board. This is the first match. Our opponent went turn 1. The first card they played in game 1, turn 1 was Tormod Script. So we lost game 1. We juke for game 2 and crushed them. And now we're trying to figure out game 3 here. I think we're just going to get Temple Garden. We could just like cycle. I'll get the Stinger down. I guess we could cycle Street Wraith for a Fox. It's pretty unlikely we're gonna hit it though. Yeah, main deck Tormod scripts. They're playing like an Emery deck. Pretty frustrating, honestly, but I mean, now we're probably getting rebuked too, which kind of sucks. We're just like on the draw. I didn't draw 1 drop. We mulligan into a pretty mopey hand. We're gonna get punished pretty hard here, I think. Which really sucks, but Stinger on the stack. How you doing? Sorry, folks. Contractor. All right. This is not resolving here, obviously, right? Yeah, obviously not. Ooh, maybe it is. Okay. Okay. Sure. All right. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna hold the Wraith and the Curator and probably try and play Outburst next turn. We'll see. What's that Living End? Yeah, we're Living End Super Juke deck. There's see they went turn 1, game 1. First card they played was Tormod Script. We have our Juke though, so we're good to go here. There are no Living Ends in our deck. They're all out. All right, so they're tapping 3. It's a fairy too. God, our Juke is so cool. It's not the Planeswalkers, right? Yeah. All right, but they're gonna. I guess we still have Outburst too. That's kind of gross. All right. Not ideal. Still point cycling, I guess. I draw a 1-drop. I guess we cycle in response to them bouncing. So like they're like literally couldn't be more hateful against us. They have main deck Teferi, main deck Tormod Script. We would probably never beat them, realistically, if we weren't juking. So might not win even though we are juking, which is pretty bad for us. But all right, so we're just gonna untap and draw. That's not a Rescuer or a Fox. Ice Fang too. This is gonna be really hard. Let's cycle Street Wraith first. Cycle Windcaller Aven, which would give our Stinger flying, but of course the Ice Fang is flying too, which is annoying. Try and draw a threat. It does suck that our Outbursts are dead. Maybe I should have kept the Fulminator Mages. I didn't know they were playing Teferi, which kind of stinks, but alright. I guess we're gonna fetch an island and cycle again, looking for a Fox. We can cast Curator next turn too, so it's not the end of the world. Cerodon. Alright, so didn't draw any of our payoffs. I think we're in a bit of trouble here, honestly. We got a long way to go, you know? I suppose that the casting Curator isn't even worth it, because they just bounce it or kill it or counter it or whatever. I mean, they're probably going to bounce Stinger. Yeah, alright. Definitely want to draw another threat, because they probably have a Cryptic or Counterspell in their hand. Pretty awful here, honestly. Be hard to draw up a worse matchup for this deck. We only went 3-2. We lost the Grafdigger's Cage in the last round. Threat. Not a threat. All right, I mean, they're probably just countering this, but... They go to 11, so they're going to Cryptic this, and we're going to cycle Wraith and try and draw another threat and hopefully resolve it. Archmage's Charm, sure, whatever. So that's fine. Cycle this. Please draw a threat. Please. We're just taking a million, whatever. Cycle Cerodon, try and draw a Fox. No help. No help at all. Not a single bit. So yeah, a little too much here, I think. We have 4 Fox, 4 Stingers, and 4 thingies, the token makers. We've only drawn 1 in our top almost 20 cards. So they're at 11. Looking for a silver lining here. Up. They play Euro. Their deck is just like frustrating 2019 cards deck, you know? Yeah, obviously. Alright. We did multiply this game also, so we could cast the Curator, I mean, either counter it or bounce it with Teferi. I guess we're just gonna do that. I mean, like, we could just cycle, but like I don't know what we're cycling for anymore. Just like try and make them do something. It's kind of cool that the Aven gives like the Fox flying and stuff too. All right, they're gonna let that go. All right. Another Ice Fang, which obviously just totally invalidates our attackers, which sucks. Haters. That's annoying that the Archmage Charm could steal my Fox, in theory. How are they down like 2 minutes on clock, too, even though I let to talk to contractor for 5 minutes? You know, come on, Bun, let's go. I mean, Ice Fang is just Baleful Strix, you know, with Flash. Really quite good. This is game 3. We're just dead. They went in game 1, turn 1. Their first play was a Tormod script in game 1. We beat them game 2 with a double Fox draw, and then game 3 we mulligan to 5, and they just have everything basically. So, all right. I mean, they only have 2 cards left, so maybe you're telling me there's a chance here. Is that possible? All right. I mean, cool. Cycle Aven. I did it wrong. Oops. Oh, I did. Never mind. Hulk, sure. All right, just got to deal. Just got to cycle 11 more cards. You know. Cycle Hulk. Bottom land. You imagine if we won this game? How sick that would be. They only have 2 cards left. I guess they have Euro. I don't know if we can like outpace the Euro, but They just like blow their crypt. They Euro, go to 12, and we just like can't pace it really realistically. They just gain 3 every turn. Need some pretty good cycle turns here, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll see what we can do. We're trying, you know. Bounce Stinger, alright. I got the wrong land. Crap. Misclicked. What we really needed was the we should needed a threat earlier, honestly. What we really needed was the 3/1 that makes tokens. That's what we really needed. You know, if all those pings were tokens, instead we had like 6 tokens in play, we'd probably win this game. Despite everything that's happened. This thing should hit planeswalkers too. Alright, yeah, Euro, we got it. Everything shit planeswalkers. Everything. Goose is also a problem. So that's 3 life a turn. I think we're probably too far gone here to win this game. They could time out maybe. Oh, we drew Rescuer. That's pretty good. All right, well, cast. Stinger. Cast Rescuer. Cerodon top. Draw. Alright. I mean, something's happening. We are doing things. We can't beat this Euro yet. I suppose we could just block Euro at the 4/4 and the 2/1/1s. They have Cryptic Command? Alright, we're just dead. I have Urza. That's also really bad. Small disparity in power level. 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019, 2019. Green and a white? And a blue. Another Euro. Alright. We get it. At this rate, they're going to clock. So... I'm sorry, what was that? Another 2019 Magic card? Alright, so they're just coming in. So make a token, deal 1, scry. Bottom of the land. Draw. Cycler. It sucks as like we're really kind of actually operating now, and now we've drawn a threat, but it's just like turn 8, just like too late. The question is, do we even bother killing Euro? They just like have enough for another Euro anyway. Maybe just jump block it. Lost the ferry. Untap. Draw. Arid Mesa. Tilt. Cycle. Do things. Another rescuer? Alright. Is there like a world where we can go so wide that we somehow get to like Violent Outburst and kill them? Probably not, right? Oh boy. Oh, we're trying. We send the Curator of Mysteries in. Alright, Goose dies. End step. Make some mana. Make a food. Oh man, riveting TV here. If you're sitting here, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. We're playing some Modern today. Living in with a Juke and a Sideboard. First match of this league, and we are in game 3. Looks like we're losing, but given that our opponent's deck could not probably be better built to beat ours, the fact that we're in the game is pretty cool. Tapping 5. Spin Urza. Reveal an Astrolabe. Sure. Now, this is actually the upstairs, one of the upstairs bedrooms. It just happens to be green because it's the color we chose. We're not in my office yet. I gotta get my office set up and stuff. Another Emery. At this point, they're actually going to clock. So, like, probably not. But they've blown like 5 minutes in the last, 2 minutes. So we got to chump block a token on the Euro, token on the Construct, take 2 in the air. And we'll just keep trying to do our thing. Construct ain't even attacking. We have no fetchable lands left. Could they deck? It's probably not going to happen. Oh, gross. Need a spell there, my friend. We gotta chain cyclers, you know? Yeah, I think Euro shouldn't gain life. Euro just should not gain 3 life. The card's totally fine without gaining life. You know? You can't race it. You can't kill it. You can't... There's just like no real good counterplay to Euro at all. Please draw Cycler. Oh, come on. They have 4 blockers. They attack with everything. They block 4. They take these 4. Take 3, 6, 9. It's not enough. Alright, so you go. Yeah, that's the things getting cleaned up here. Stinks. It's probably not as close as it looks, honestly. They have 4 cards in their hand, so... New house is coming along, as you can hear. Fatal Passage is also in M21. That's a good core set land, I think. Spin Urza for Mishra's Bauble. Alright. Not drawing a Cycler sucks. Like, might be able to draw this one out with the Cycler, you know? And now I think the Curator has to block an Ice Fang, too. Be funny if they bounce the Curator. Because they can't bounce any of our creatures, we'll just cycle them. I agree. Fast land should be evergreen. I hate temples. I hate tap lands. Just pushes everything towards mid-range soup. Makes aggro decks unplayable. Spin Urza for Rebuke. Alright. Play Veil of Summer. I don't know what's going on, folks. I have no idea. I know we're not dead yet. We can draw a Cycler. Like, we chained together a bunch of Cyclers here, you know, like, it's gonna take them a long time to kill us. It's not that long, but they should have given Euro Trample too to really balance things out. Yeah, I agree. All right, well, cycling card, please. Come on. Can't Cascade, because the fairy's in play. Yeah, Teferi is also one of the worst. I don't understand how they just so many bad design cards in the last, like, 2 years. I just don't understand how these cards can be designed so poorly, you know? Opponent's really about taking unnecessary actions, so... I think passives on Planeswalkers are great. They just shouldn't be like that, you know? Alright. Son of a bitch. Let's see if they can kill us in 32 seconds. Yeah, I found a Cycler. Unbelievable. Here it comes. I would not have attacked with Euro there. Oh my god, the clock's ticking. Can they cross the finish line? Obviously they can. With 13 seconds left. That was one of the more miserable matches I've played in a long time. Yeah, so... Want to cast things timeout? I'm not going to go that far. Could have, like, fetched in their upkeep and stuff. That's just scummy, whatever. If they're going to mismanage their clock, it's one thing. It's scummy for me to be like... Alright, so, yeah, that match obviously sucked. I mean, they led on turn 1 Tormod's Crypt, you know, like, it's pretty hard for things to go right there. And honestly, even though we mulliganed to 5 that game and basically everything went wrong, we were still almost in the game. You know, like, they had literally everything. And if we had, you know, drawn another Stinger or Rescuer earlier, we could have won that game. You know, it really was. I mean, if we didn't... Also, those last few draw steps didn't break. Maybe, you know? No, they had 2 Crypts in game 1, actually. They had 2 Crypts in game 1. So, pretty rough first game there. Obviously, not an ideal scenario. But, that's fine. We got our super cool juke. We juked the crap out of him in game 2, which is worth it. So, alright. We're going to mulligan. And we're going to keep. And we're going to ship a land here. Opponent keeps 7. Nope, sorry, opponent mulligans 6. We're going to ship a land. Yeah, let's ship a land. And again, sorry about the noise in the background, folks. I mean, we're just having the house worked on. It's just the, you know, the reality of what our life's been for the last few weeks, trying to get this house into operational status. We have the plumber coming tomorrow. Contractor's coming the day after again. All right. So we're just going to go Spirebluff. Go. We don't know what they're doing yet. We have 2 red and blue cyclers. They're playing burn or something like that, you know, so just chill. Forest Ancient Stirrings. That's fine. Valakut?
Down. I think it was pretty much the odds and ends for the day, right?
All right, so sorry about that, folks. I think we're get all set with the contractor and stuff. So I guess they're playing Amulet, not like a Valakut deck, because they're playing Stirrings, and Amulet plays one or two Valakuts. So Not ideal. And again, I appreciate you all bearing with me with the delays here. Play Valakut, say go. Alright, so Cycle Hulk. This seems really good for us because we could just get to like cycle, or we get to Living End like on their turn. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so untap. We drew a land too. I mean, now we have the ability to just put a bunch of things in play. That's pretty good. So let's do that. Play land, shock, and just say go. This is pretty ideal. This is pretty ideal. Forest, Snow-Covered Forest, Valakut. Summoner's Pact. Sure, because we would just outburst anyway. So they're going to play Dryad here? That's pretty bold. Sure. Rot Farm, sure. So they're just dead because they have to pay for Pact next turn. So, cool. We'll take it. How lucky we hit Living End. So now the question here is, are we going to juke in this matchup? I don't think we are. All right, so we put into play 16 power. They got to pay their Pact. That's much better, you know? No main deck Tormods, Crypts. Now, we're on the draw for game 2. We're bringing the Fulminator Mages for sure. I don't think we're juking for game 2. Let's see what kind of graveyard hate they have. And then if we're going to juke, it'll be for game 3 on the play, which makes the Fox much better. Force of Negation can hit Amulet, which is a really big game. So let's shave like Vantasaur and like 2 Cyclers, I guess. Probably, I guess, the Windcaller Avens. Yeah. It could be, this is good. And, so yeah, we're not going to juke for game 2. We'll see what they have, and then so this is what's supposed to happen. So we should usually win game 1 because we're just like they don't have any graveyard hate. But in the last match, we lost game 1 because they had main deck graveyard hate, which threw our entire juke plan off. So we're not going to juke here. Our hand's quite good. Actually, it's not that good. We don't have any Cyclers at all. Put them all against a 6. Ooh boy. So we have Force blue card, Outburst, Fulminator Mage. We draw on a Living End. I think we still keep his hand, though. I think the Fulminator Mage is too good. We're going to keep. And we have Force for an Amulet. So. That was a mulligan to 6, too, so.
Same emails as Alright? Alright, she's going to finish up vacuuming and then we'll be happy.
Alright, so we'll put him against the 5 cards.
So tomorrow at noon, if he's still in there, I guess around 11 o'clock, you guys just shoot me a text. Yeah. We'll leave a little later. Alright.
Jeff Hoagland just followed. Jeff, you weren't following me? I hate when that happens. I've like hosted people like so many times and just not followed them. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, definitely not unhappy with the mulligan to 5. And I feel bad about it too, where like I'll have hosted someone multiple times. I realize I don't follow them, and then I feel bad following them, so I don't want them to think I like didn't follow them already, you know? It's funny. And you kind of like, you'll do it like try and do it quietly, but you always see it. You always see it. There it is. We got you, Jeff. Alright, so they go Forest, go. Cool. We drew a cycling card. We should draw Cyclers, literally. You know, any Cycler is great, so. Even if you follow and they're offline, you still show up in the thing, you know? Garenbrig, Explore, sure. Bounce Land? Oh, yeah. I'm the daddy. Fulminator Mage wants that. Let's go. Alright, Cycle Cerodon. Draw another Outburst. That's bad. Lands or Cyclers, please. It's most of our deck. Oh my god. This is unreal. All right, well, now we draw one more living end. We actually can't win the game anymore. And we haven't drawn any cycling cards or lands. Not cool. Not cool at all. That's also not cool. I think we're in trouble, folks. I think we're in trouble. So that's enough lands to cast Titan anyway, even if I do Fulminator Mage them. And they have a Grafdigger's Cage, which actually doesn't do anything against our combo, which is actually pretty funny. Because the cards get exiled and then put into play. So we'll leave them thinking that's good. They have one card left. Land? Alright. That's a start. That's a start. They would need land Titan to have a Titan this turn. Obviously, they have Summoner's Pact, and we have a Force of Negation, so... And we'll kill the Vesuva. It has more utility with bounces, so... Kill that. Say go. They only have one card in end, so they can't have land and Titans. They have to draw one or the other. And again, we have Pact if they have a Force if they have Pact. Dryad. Okay. And now we're just dead. So now we just outburst for Cerodon and Fulminator Mage, kill their land, kill their creatures, and the game's end. The game's over. So if we do this though, we're 100% all in on Cerodon. I guess we could just hardcast stuff. Because we obviously that'll be our third living end. The longer we wait, the more we risk drawing the living end, though. So I'm pretty sure we just do it right now. Maybe we'll do it on their upkeep, so we have Force of Negation just in case they have something stupid, but like a Dispel or something like that. All right, sure. A Cerodon does not have haste. That would be awesome, but it does not. It's a really, really awkward hand, but I think we're fine. So Cascade, cast Living End, kill their creatures, bring back my creatures, and then Fulminator Mage their Cruel Turf. So we're all in on Cerodon here. They've got 2 lands in play and 2 cards in hand. We have a Force of Negation. And we might just cast Ardent Plea. No, they're going to concede. All right, cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. 1-1, back on the board after main deck Tormod Script meanie person. Remember, folks, check out my sponsors, Cardboard Live. If you're a content creator, you must use Cardboard Live. If you stream, email James, get in the beta, Cardboard Live. That's the overlay. It's on the screen right now. And for Arena, it even has mouse over stuff. It's super, super cool. Check it out, Cardboard Live. Especially if you're streaming the Players Tour next weekend or whatever that is. Check it out, cardboard.live. Check it out. Also, the Black Lives Matter shirts are back in stock at Coalesce Apparel. Of course, Coalesce Apparel. They're so comfy. Awesome, awesome company. Cedric's company. And their shirts are great. They're super comfortable. And they're raising money for a great cause. Check it out, coalesceapparel.shop. Again, promo code Jim10 for that. They are back in stock after being sold out. So check it out, coalesceapparel.shop, promo code Jim10. And I thought we had a match. Cool stuff. CoolStuffInc.com. We got a match now. We're good. Let's go on the play. Yeah, this is basically what this deck is. It is cycling cards and lands. Let's keep. We're gonna lead on Spirebluff and see what's going on, but pretty standard here. Pretty standard. Hello, opponent. Alright, so Spirebluff Canal go. What do you think about the new blue spoiled card? You gotta give him more than that, Sack. You gotta give him more than that. Spirebluff can now go. Opponent's turn. Motley crew of cards in our hand here. Wooded Foothills, you got it. Alright, so we'll cycle our Cerodon. Ardent Plea, awesome. Play land, say go. Cat's out of the bag here, and I mean, we have turn 3, living end if we want it. I think it's a sorcery, right? The Anticipate. It's kind of mopey. I don't think it's particularly great. Front side's really, really bad. Alright, this has got to be like actual Valakut. Yeah, so Farseek, sure. Just gonna cycle these all in response. Ardent Plea. See if we can find a Force of Negation. Just get Island. Cycle. I guess we get Hardcast Curator. It is less damage though. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, or one short anyway. Yeah. Alright, we get it. Ardent Plea. We understand. We got it. Alright, get that thicket. Say go. I think we're in great shape here. So we're going to put a bajillion power in play. Cast that. Do the thing. So now we have 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 17 power in play. I guess likely this would put 18 power in play so they can't fetch. Might have been better, but... Bloodbraid Elf. Cool. Tribe Elder. That's pretty good, honestly. 2 blockers and land 6. Alright. That's not bad. What did they reveal? Some lands. Even if they tighten us, they have 2 forests in play, so they can't really start Valakutting yet. I think they're dead either way. I think we're fine here, but yeah, it's a pretty old school list. Bloodbraid Elf and Valakut. Tick tock, tick tock. Hello? Anybody home? Well, if you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow in there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lots more mana. There we go. This can give a creature flying. That's kind of cute. I'm pretty sure we just smash. They make some blocks, play Curator, and say go. And they should not be able to kill us with a Titan next turn. And then we just kill them next turn. So... Alright, so block the 2 biggest. Get land 6. Again, they have 2 forests in play, which is really important because they are pretty far off Valakut. You go to 13. Fortunately, we got to fetch and shock again. But it's like fine. I don't think that really matters that much. So they go land. It's a mountain. Titan. Valakut land. It's not even close to good enough. So all right, there you go, my friend. Your turn. Don't go double Anger of the Gods. That would suck. And don't scape shift me. They have it. God damn it. That sucks. Couldn't draw Force either. Dwarven Mine. Cool. That sucks. Alright. Well, they had to turn for me. Or they were dead, so. Definitely unfortunate. They like have to have the ramp spell into scape shift too, so that's fine. I mean, like realistically, they had to have a turn 4 kill with scape shift, and I had to not draw a Force of Negation, so it's fine. We're definitely not juking for game 2, or are we? I wasn't going to juke. Maybe I am now going to juke. On the play. So I think we juke for game 2 on the play. I think juking on the play is much better. And bringing all this, we're going to cut the pleas, the outburst, living ends. We want to keep in the Force of Negations, I think. I think just countering a rampant growth is a pretty big game. Or scape shift, obviously, too. So let's cut, we got like a land. I mean, now what we actually bring back, or the actual cyclers, don't matter anymore. We are adding more cyclers. Maybe ditch like one land. Like, ditch like a fetch land, maybe. Yeah, we did add. That is true. We are adding cyclers, so we could shave like a Cerodon, a Riverwinder. Maybe Cerodon's just worse because Cerodon. Yeah, we have an island, so let's shave the Cerodons, I guess. It's also not a blue card. Yeah, actually, let's do that. I think dropping 2 lands is too much. I like this though. It's pretty sweet. There's the fox. There's the fox. Let's keep. What's up, Mage? How's it going, Mage? Alright. Temple Garden. Surprise! You got juked. They mulligan to 6. Cool. Yeah, I think Force of Negation is great. I think Force of Negation is one of the most elegantly printed cards in the last like few years. Modern Horizons should have been more Force of Negations. less Hogax, you know? Are you surprised at my little Fox action here? Fox number 2? They have a Bolt here. I'm going to be really, really mad. There's no way they should have Bolt in their deck. That's a good draw. Alright, cool. So it's there's Rescuer, Street Wraith, right? It's pretty cool. Do I even have red cards? Yeah, I do. Alright. Surprise! Get juked. Get juked. Break your ankles. Alright. You're up. You got 2 this turn, 7 next turn. Cross them up. Farseek, sure. They have Garen Break too. Alright. I mean, that was a sick draw. Alright, let's start with I think Vantasaur. I should have a Wraith actually, but whatever. Hulk. We're gonna keep cycling. We could try and hold for more tokens, but just get in big here. Cycle the Wraith. Cycle the Riverwinder. We care about damage now, not later, so just do all of it. Ooh, that's not a bad draw. Can't cast it yet, but so just like don't Titan me next turn. I can't Titan me next turn. Yeah, that's not possible. All right, you're at 7. Your turn. Flourishing Fox is so good. Like, so that's funny because they have Bloodbraid Elf here. I would prefer if they didn't hit Tri-Builder again, the perfect card. All right, Search Tomorrow is not as bad. If we draw that stupid Cycler that gives flying, we like win the game on the spot, which is pretty insane. Spend Search Tomorrow. That's not going to matter ever. So let's draw a red source for Fulminator Mage or a Cycle Flying guy. Alright, so Cycle Husk. Red source or Cycle Flying guy. Tilt. Alright, well now we're just trying to draw to Force of Negation. Sucks. We get in for 5, put them at 2. Oh, we can't stop Scape at the moment. Titan doesn't matter. We go wide on Titan, but all right. So cycle again. All right. So now they have to block Fox anyway. So we just say go, and we just need to hope they don't have Scape Shift, or we can draw Force in 2 cards. Titan doesn't win the game. Oh, yeah, you're right. I should cycle one more time. You're right. If my top card is the card that gives flying, we're an idiot. All right, so they have Titan, sure. With only 3 mountains in play. Yeah, I should look one more time for the flying thing. You're right. I was thinking I only had 1 mana left, but obviously I drew a land, so it changes the math. So I mean, now there's... Oh, they have Field of the Dead. Right. That's a card, too. They do have 7 different lands. All right, that's a thing. There are 2. They're still dead though, right? They're just dead. Nope. Yes, they're still just dead. We have more attackers than they have blockers, so. It doesn't matter. Right, they block here, here, here. 4 blockers, 2 get through. Yeah, we've exactly lethal. So I think that for game 3, I think we're not going to juke. I think we're going to go back to Living End. There's a chance they're bringing bolts and stuff. They do it fast too, so they don't. There's not much of that, I guess, but they don't know that. Because on the draw, it's not as good. I basically have to have Fox on the draw, so let's cut these. Bring this stuff back in. Bring the biggins back in. Cut like Vantasaur. And put the land back in. And cut the weakest cyclers. Which are, I guess the thing is the Husk is easier to cycle because it costs white. Let's got the 2 Avens. Aven's good though. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go to Aven. I guess it's just 2 Husk. Because Temple Garden can't cycle anything, which is really annoying. Cerodon's the biggest beater, so I could cut like an Outburst or a Plea. Because we don't need to draw more than 1, obviously. Trumpet, resub, thanks so much, 3 months. I guess I got Force Negation, right? I mean, like, they were playing Scape Shift too. Street Wraith is like the cheapest, easiest cycler, though. I don't think I want to cut that one. Like, it's also a 3/4, so it gets around Bolt, Bloodbraid Elf, you know. All right, I'm gonna cut the 2 Avens because I also could have brought in. We could bring in Anger or Bolt for my creatures, and that's the one that dies to those. So let's do this. Any thoughts on any new cycling cards in Ikoria? What do you mean? We're playing some of those cards. All right, we're gonna mulligan here. Sand sucks. They keep 7 till. Come on. All right, so 3 cyclers force only 1 land on the draw. We got to keep this end. The question is what we're going to force, but yeah, the Valakut's not going to matter. Either they have it or they don't, I think. Again, I think that because they might bring in bolts or angers, based on how on our juke for game 2, makes the 4/3 flyer worse than the 4/4 flyer. Forest Search. It's their ideal opening. Alright, we drew Outburst. That's good. So, Cycle Wraith, Fulminator Mage. Alright. I mean, this is a start. The question is, do we force a ramp spell aggressively or not? We have 1 Vantasaur. It's mostly worse than the other cyclers. It's like an extra cycler. Ooh, another search off a tap land. Okay. I mean, Yadara doesn't work in my deck because it just gets cycled back in, so. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Cycle a Husk. Okay. Can't currently Outburst, no green. Big questions are we forcing a search? I think we are, because we're probably going to force the search and then Stone Rain them. Titanith Rex is definitely interesting, but 2 to cycle is a lot more than 1, so I don't think we really want that. Alright, yeah, we're going to say go. We're going to force a search. -3 Karn, resub. Thank you so much. Yeah, Karn is basically the vote at this point. It's pretty much locked in. So we're going to force this, Stone Rain them next turn, and then hopefully Outburst Stone Rain them again. So this is aggressive as hell, but... Well, Zach, we're playing those on a sideboard. Yadaro does hit the graveyard, yes. Oh, what if they have Veil of Summer? Well, we gotta do it on their upkeep. Can you imagine they have Veil of Summer? That'd be insane. Look at the deck, folks. The deck's on the overlay. Cardboard Live. Alright, so... Upkeep. Kill Stomping Ground. They get to search. And now we need to draw a green source. And we're good to go. There's no point of Zenith Flare because we're boarding in the Juke to beat Graveyard Hate, and Zenith Flare is bad against Graveyard Hate. Did it. Fulminator Mage again? Ooh. So this is interesting. Do we just Fulminator Mage them again? I think we do, actually. And then we blast him out. Because we... Maybe not, actually. Hold on. So... We Outburst. We had a bunch of stuff. There's no way they can counter an Outburst, right? Like, there's no way they can... They can have, like, a Ravenous Trap or something, I guess. So we just, like, upkeep, Outburst, kill a land, untap, attack, kill a land. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so... Lucky. Thankfully, no Tri-Boulders this game, right? Aidfinity, what's up, my friend? 19-month resub, thanks so much. New places coming along. Contractors in and out. Plumbers here tomorrow. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But we're getting there. Yeah, this has got to be game, right? Everyone loves a good Stone Rain. Oh, yeah, there it is. The Juke. The Juke has been working out beautifully. Beautifully. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's David. How's it going? We're playing some Modern today. We're playing Living End Juke. We board in the cycling threats and board out Living End. Sometimes. When appropriate. We are 2-1. We lost to a deck playing main deck Tormod scripts in game 1. Kind of threw our Juke off. But, 2-1 so far. Just keep rolling along here. This hand is fine. We can keep this. A little awkward, but it's fine. Naya Winona went 3-2. Deck was super sweet. We had a lot of turn 3 kills. We lost to Ad Nauseam. We lost to Cage out of Humans. How much valuation would you give at deck? What? Which deck? What now? Drannith Magistrate? Why do you want that card in your sideboard in Humans? Alright, so Catacombs, go. Alright, we're going to get a Steam Vents. Cycle the blue card. Okay. Draw land. Yes. 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 There's no point in doing that, I guess. You're up. Yeah, I mean, Magistrate's pretty cool. It's definitely a powerful sideboard card. Catacombs, does Valakut again? Heath? Probably not. Alright, I mean... Cycle. Proper sequencing. Cycle. Alright. I mean... The hand's basically perfect. We have turn 3, a bunch of threats, and Force of Negation. And the original, this is a Wet Living End. I played this deck months ago. Super cool deck because Force is really good in this deck. Definitely a perfect hand for us. We just have the Force, and we have turn 3 Outburst, and we have a good amount of creatures. Don't know what they're doing, but this deck's sweet. Double Stomping Ground. This has got to be a Valakut deck. Right? Like, what else could this be? Utopia Sprawl? Yeah, it's definitely a Ponza deck, but like, what are they? I mean, if we force this, they haven't shown us any 2-drops. They wouldn't have a spell to play this turn. And I'd be putting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16 power in play. It's one short of killing them. If they play, I guess if they play a creature, we outburst. And if they play a non-creature, we force it. Sure, this is fine. Yeah, terrible hand Ponza, definitely. They mulligan to 6, so... Chose green. And Magus the Moon. Alright, so... We go get... We can get the island. Red. Yep. Float green, red. Let Magus resolve. Play Violent Outburst. Do the thingy. Well, we care about Blood Moon, just not at this current juncture, you know? Easy game. Now, we are on the draw against Ponza. Do we want to juke or not? I'm kind of thinking no. That's what I'm thinking. I don't even know if I want a sideboard at all, honestly. What kind of graveyard hate do they have? They have like Cloithus, just like way too slow. I don't think I sideboard at all. No jukes. No jukes. Just stand pat. It does think that they Blood Moon us. We can't actually cast any spells. So we only have one island. But they could have a relic, it's true. We have 4. I'm just gonna submit. We're on the draw too. The juke is better on the play anyway. So I like this plan of like win game 1, see how team 2 goes, and then you know, figure out for game 3. We're gonna mulligan here. Oh, we have the island. I guess we're keeping. I mean, ship living end. Again, if they have Blood Moon, we can't actually cast a living end, unfortunately, or basically anything. But they play Karn, they have Crypt. That's fair. I mean, if they have Magus on turn 2 here, we actually just can't win, unfortunately. Hey Star, what's up, my friend? Love my YouTube folks. All right, well, they have the nuts here on the play, so they're gonna bolt me and play Relic. Having Bolt in their deck is really weird. Post board, that's pretty peculiar. So, kind of annoying, honestly. All right, I think we just... Not going to cycle. Okay. I mean, they leave mana up for Relic, obviously, which is annoying, but sure. Let me just play a fetch land and say go. You know, we can, like, obviously, even if the graveyard goes away, sure. Even if the graveyard goes away, we still get to rat their board. Zal, you're doing a good job. Right, so we're gonna force them to pop Relic and kill their 2 creatures, which really isn't that bad, honestly. They have 1 card left. Guess they'll have 2 and they draw out the Relic, but sure. So where they still have Bolt in their deck? Very strange. You know, like, Bolt's like basically completely worthless against us. That's kind of cute, actually. So we'll at least get a 3/4 out of it. Okay. We can cast Curator too. Alright, this is kind of like coming together a little bit. So we, alright, we don't want them to untap. You get to tap Relic again, so we're just going to do it right now. So cast Outburst, Cascade. They're going to Relic in response. That'll resolve. We'll cycle Street Wraith, kill their 2 creatures, and just start casting Curator of Mysteries and stuff. We are 10, which sucks, but... Alright, so Relic resolves. We can go to 8. Kill over 2 creatures. So not like the the best spot. If they have Glorybringer here or Chandra, we're in big trouble, but that's bad. Shocking in the 5th mana, definitely not good for us. Sprawl again. Okay. Just don't be Glorybringer. Scavenging Ooze. Could be worse. Alright. So they have a 4/4 Scavenging Ooze. We've got a bunch of 4/4 flyers. So they need to brick, but definitely juking for game 3. Definitely juking for game 3. Who's ready to juke for game 3? Raise your hand in chat, please. Alright, well, we're out of living ends, unfortunately. We drew runner, living end here, so no more living ends for us, but that's okay. It's almost worth losing game 2 for the juke value. We definitely have not lost this game yet, so... Draw a Arbor Elf, please. Or Heath, it's fine too. Okay, I guess we can't really cycle the Aven safely, so they'll just Scavenging use it. This is, I mean, 8 and 8 is 16. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. We just chump with Street Wraith. Or we do 4, and then 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That works. Let's do this. This is like a super safe play. Perfect. You're dead. Windcaller Aven for the win. Ardent Plea. Alright, cycle this. Scry twice and give this flying. Yeah. They can eat it. They go to 10. We have 11 in the air. Does not matter. Bottom that. I guess bottom that. I don't know where we're drawing, to be honest. I guess another curator. Sure. All right, attack for 11. All flying, all the time. Nice relic Scavenging Ooze Cloithus deck. Didn't even get to juke. 3 and 1. Didn't even get to juke. You know? It's so sad. It's so sad. All I want to do is juke. Give him a little jukey juke. A jukey. Juking left, juking right, breaking ankles. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow there. The secret is still in the bag. The secret is still in the bag. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, go hit that follow button on Twitter. Follow the stream. Why you follow me on Twitter? For hands of the week. Like this. Also pretty cool to see that the SG Tour is back online. SG Tour online is pretty cool. I'll be playing in some of those when things calm down a little bit. And of course, check the YouTube. YouTube's bumping. Almost a video every day on YouTube. We're figuring it out. My cool stuff video this week is awesome. 37 land Turbo Land on in Historic, and I've been playing some Command and Conquer Remastered. This is awesome nostalgia. All right. Check this out.
Army, move forward.
Yeah. Command and Conquer, super, super cool. I'm playing that one. Look for that on YouTube as well. Feel sad for our opponent. Had all the hate, still lost. Still lost. All right, on the draw. Definitely a keep here. A couple cyclers, Cascade card. Creeping Tar Pit. You got it. Fortunately, we have Ardent Plea, not the instant, but we'll figure it out. Force of Negation is probably not bad either. Okay. Yeah, we'll Steam Vents here. Interesting. Blue-black something. What is something? No idea. Another Ardent Plea. All right. There's our Outburst. That's good. Cycle Wraith. What's up, Dan? It hasn't worked for me in a really long time. Is it back? All right, so I think that my OBS doesn't work anymore because browser sources just like don't work. My alerts don't work. So I can't actually properly confirm if it works or not for me. So I don't know because my alerts don't work anymore either. The browser source thing is screwed up and this version of OBS isn't supported anymore. So yeah, for now I can't really let you know, Dan. I can try it. I gotta get the new. I mean, my new computer's, obviously whatever, the whole house and stuff. Everyone knows what's going on. So, copy paste the URL in the chat. Sure. Yeah, I mean, it works on the browser, but it's just like not showing up properly. Karn. There you go. It's our status. So yeah, I don't know why the OBS is screwed up. Unfortunately. It just like stopped working for some reason, the browser sources, and they don't support this anymore. So yeah, so sweet though. Definitely looking forward to using that when we get the new setup set up. All right, well we're just gonna keep cycling here. Now we have Outburst and Force of Negation on their turn, so we're gonna try and set up a turn where we just basically put lethal and then protect it and then kill them. Okay. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Cerodon. Okay. And blue. I think we're gonna get. Can't take like infinite damage. We're already at 13. So I'll play Steam Vents tap and say, maybe that's wrong. So now I don't have a threat of Outburst. Yeah, I should play Flooded Strand there. I'd like to have lethal in my graveyard before I go for Violent Outburst, though. So if they're Grixis, they can like Bolt Snap Bolt. So I gotta be careful with my life total too. So I like this. Steam Vents, untapped, shock. Cast Vendilion Click? That makes me really, really angry. I didn't play my fetch land. Main deck Vendilion Click. Okay, that's really, really terrible for us. Alright. Feels bad. Feels bad. Max punish for not playing a fetch land. Was not anticipating Vendilion Click at all, obviously. Because I could have played Outburst here. I mean, they could have Force, I guess, too. But yeah, What year is it? 2016? Vendilion Click. Alright. They took my Force, which is pretty annoying. And also we're at 13, so this like clicks a pretty serious clock. And they have no lands, all spells, which is probably also bad for us. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I mean, Click's better than Brazen Bar. Brazen Bar sucks. I hate that card. And that card's terrible. Alright, we're going to say go. We can try and set up for like end step Outburst, our turn Plea, I guess. We're 3-1 currently. We lost to a Urza deck with main deck Tormod Scripts. Alright, we discard a card and take 2. I mean, just discard Cerodon, I guess. Yeah, Temple Guard's a necessity because Temple Guard and Steam Vents get all our colors going. If we were to play Hallowed Fountain and Steam Vents, we would require a breeding pool also to cast our Outburst or Ardent Plea. So alright, I think we're gonna just go for Outburst right now. We'll look for a Force by cycling Riverwinder. It's not a Force. Got 5 cards in hand. Yeah, that click was devastating. I was not anticipating a threat that would remove my Force of Will. Force of Negation or whatever. Have to imagine this is not resolving. They have 5 spells in their hand, you know. But hopefully we can... Or it is... Okay. Sometimes it's just that easy, I guess. Okay, so now we're on the draw for game 2. The question is, do we juke or not juke? I think our main plan is actually kind of fine against them. But of course they could have some sort of graveyard hate, things like that. And we're on the draw. Whereas juking on the play is pretty sweet. Let's juke. So take out Living Ends. All of our Cascade cards. Bring in all of these. And do I want Force of Negation? I don't think so. I'm going to bring in the Fulminator Mages too. Soundboard, I haven't had it on for the last week. I could have put it on today, I just kind of didn't. But the state of the world and stuff, I don't know. It wasn't really feeling super. But I actually loaded the stream today. I meant to put it on, I just didn't. But all right, so opponent's on the play. We have a Fox, but not much else. We got to keep though. Just do it. What's a juke? So a sideboard juke is when you completely change your strategy by juking. So our deck is a living end deck, of course, but we board out living end if we're scared of graveyard hate or interaction and bring in Flourishing Fox. And the whole point of a good juke is to find a juke that is very off plan with your main plan. So obviously our main plan here is graveyard based. Graveyard based, resolve a spell, which spot removal is terrible against. So the goal is they board out their spot removal, and then we go and they bring in Leyline of the Void or whatever. And we go, turn on Flourishing Fox, and they go, ugh. That's the idea. That's the idea. Transformational Sideboard is the more syllable version of juke. Definitely want to draw a land next turn. or Street Wraith. The fear is they just still have bolts in their deck. Just like, you know, the bolt snap bolts are reasonable like plan against us. Land. Yes. So now they look at their sideboard at their fatal pushes and their you know, their terminates or whatever. They're like, oh my god, what did I do? Flourishing Fox does kill really fast if you're not playing removal. Again, Hollow Fountain is really awkward because if you end up with a Hollow Fountain and a Steam Vents, you can't cast your Violent Outburst. So I do agree that Temple Garden's a little awkward with our cyclers. It's probably why we're playing Glassdust Hulk because it's so easy to cycle. But I don't think playing Hollow Fountain is correct. It's possible. It's possible with the Juke it is, because it's so important to get a white. Like, for example, in this scenario where we get a one-lander with a Fox and a blue cycler, Hollow Fountain would have been great. So maybe with the... I haven't changed the... I just added the Juke today. Having not... So with... I do this for a living. With the Sideboard Juke as it is, maybe you do want a Hollow Fountain. I could buy that. So right now they're either like, I don't know, cursing at their scream because he boarded in Flourishing Fox, or we're just going to kill them. I don't know what they're doing right now. But ankles, broken. Don't know what's going on. Just waiting. If you haven't followed us here with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. I've already basically shilled everything at this point, but yeah, I mean, follow me on Twitter. Get your Pile Driver shirt. Coalesce. Coolest shirt ever. All right? You haven't seen my video. Here's the deck we're playing today. We played this deck already. Jeskai Winona. I'm sorry. Naya Winona. It was super cool. If you missed it, it'll be up on YouTube. And our opponent's back. It's good. Yeah, so get number 2. They're going to Raw Dog Snapcaster Mage? Ooh, I didn't consider that one. Maybe attacking there was incorrect. That might have been a bad play on my part. So we let their removalist deck kill a Fox. That might have been really, really bad. Might have been really, really bad. All right, big punt. Ankles unbroken? Yeah, maybe. All right, so yeah, I think that was a huge mistake on my part. They're obviously a Snapcaster Mage deck, and like we could just wait a turn, our Foxes get bigger, and they've shown they can't kill a Fox yet. I think that was a really big mistake on my part, like monumental, like game-losing mistake. Stinger. All right, we're just gonna Stinger and then cycle. So now they gotta like either counter this. Sure. So we do that. So we'll cycle this. Now we know we're safe to attack. Get in for 3. Get this Fox going. Mr. Fox, Mr. Fox. They had Death Shadow too. Alright, so next turn we get to like Fulminator and cycle. We'll see if they play a land or not, what they do, if they like have Cryptic up, things like that. They can always bounce the Fox with Cryptic too, which is kind of annoying, I guess. I think we're gonna juke back for game 3 if we lose this game. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll think. I'll see what else they have in their deck so far. What does the Fox say? Ooh. No land. Oh, if they have the charm that steals my Fox, I'm gonna be so mad. All right. What's Fulminator Mage? Opt. All right. Well, we're not getting charmed or whatever. Opt goes top. All right. So I guess this probably isn't. It is resolving. Wow. All right. All right. Let's just kill a tar pit right now. See what they do. Most likely getting an island and cycling this. I guess the Hulk. Blue in the pool. Petty Theft. They're playing Brazen Borrower and they're playing Vendilion Click. Alright, so let's recast the Fox. So next turn's Rescuer Cycle, which is good, so. Yeah, I think that for game 3, if we lose, we're going to board back to Living End. Is this tapping 2? Main phase? Tassiger? Sure. But now I get to resolve my Rescuer, which is pretty sweet, so. I play Rescuer and Stinger? That's interesting. They're at 17. They have 3 cards in hand. I think we do. Playing limited with Steam Vents and Temple cards. It's pretty sick how good Street Wraith is in this post-board deck too. Alright, there's land number 4, tapped. They're still at 17. We got a ways to go here. You can also just cast Curator of Mysteries. I don't like that, though. Let's cycle the Hulk. We have a Hulk. Make a token. Deal 1. Pump the Fox. Draw a card. Let's go. They have 3 cards in hand. Another Curator. We could just cast Curator. But, yeah, they always have spells in their hand. I just don't think it's necessary, honestly. If possible, K command. We're just hold the land, too. We'll just say go here. We're not really in a rush. I doubt they have much removal in their deck, if any. And we can just keep cycling and making tokens. Just going nuts, so. End step. I guess we are at 9. Alright, maybe I should cast the Curator of Mysteries. That might have been a mistake. Now we're on a 3-turn clock. Yeah, I might have screwed up. So either counter it or can't cast this, or I don't counter it and this can block this. Yeah, I might have screwed up. I mean, now we're just dead to Bolt Snap Bolt. Now they can have Cryptic too. Oh, they can't. I'm sure they can't bolt twice, but whatever. They can just end that bolt, untap bolt, whatever. We're not killing them for at least 2 turns, so I think that was a huge error on my part. And now they have Cryptic up too. Yeah, and they have all spells in their hand. That was also a huge mistake. We were playing bad this match, man. Let me tell you. All right, untap. Like you draw a cycler here. Did not. Oh, gross. We're not casting this. They just have all spells in their hand. Just gonna hope they don't have bolt. Maybe we can go. Maybe we can go wide and kill them next turn. Okay. Okay. I mean, just like, don't have Lightning Bolt, I guess. You could beat a Cryptic too, I think. I guess they could like tap team, bounce Rescuer, and then we die. They got a mountain, we're dead. So yeah, we're gonna board. They still have Bolt in their deck too. It seems like our living end plan is much better against them, and like they still have Bolt in their deck. They still have Borrower in their deck. And like we can just set up good living ends with forces and stuff, I think. It's also a big question of like, are they going to bring in more removal? Like, what are they gonna do? You know. And the Fox does seem even better on the play. What do you think we should do, everyone? What's up, Strict? What's up, my friend? We're on the game 1 deck. Stinger's good. Yeah, I think we should just living end. We'll just Coal against command anyway, sure. Like, cause they have Coal against command. They have tons of ways to kill creatures too. And if they like kill my 1-drop, kill my 2-drop, the plan totally falls apart. We're going back in. The question is, do you want Fulminator Mage in the play or not? I kind of think we do. I think we should shave an Ardent Plea, a Vantasaur, and maybe a land. I should we could shave Windcaller Aven actually. Just save 2 Avens. Still 21 blue cards. Yeah, no graveyard hate. This is good. All right, game 3. Here we go. Force is great because we can Violent Outburst on their turn. Use Force to defend it. So Force is really good. Opponents hopefully re-sideboarding their deck to bring in removal. Juke this way. We're juking this way. You can't see me. I'm too fast. You can't see me. Alrighty then. I do like Astral Drift. That's why I shaped an Ardent Plea, because it's not as important to go off on our turn. Yeah, obviously with a real sideboard, we'd have like probably Mystical Dispute over the red trap, but real sideboard, LOL. All right, going first. This is fine. I think the first force is pretty important, so. They just like turn 0 ley line. Son of a... All right, back to work. Sure. Tilt. Need to know what land we're fetching, so we're going to Street Wraith. Need to know what land we're fetching, so we're going to Street Wraith. You ever have Deja Vu? Alright, so we're just going to get a... We'll see. We'll see what they do. We need to be aware of Borrower and Click, so we can't just like take like 100,000 damage. And we need double red for Fulminator Mage. And we need a Temple Garden to cast our spells. So getting an island here isn't like super easy. We're also not in a huge rush to cycle stuff. You know, like we're not going to be going for turn 3 most likely. So hopefully their hand is like Fatal Push, Fatal Push, Fatal Push. Watery Grave Shock, wow. It's a Collective Brutality? Inquisition of Kozilek. Interesting. Didn't see a single discard spell in the first 2 games. Definitely kind of annoying. Obviously they get our Force now, which is pretty stinky. Parmesan was impersonating Hoogland in Twitch chat today. The L in Lamb was an uppercase L. That might have been it, yeah. It's pretty obnoxious. Alright, so let's cycle Curator. What are... Alright, we're at 14, going to 13, going to at least 12. I think we're just going to fetch a tapped land here. Just get a Temple Garden. Yeah, no. There's like a 5% chance they take Living End, just like thinking of it as the Cascade spell, not the actual Living End. That's one of the annoying parts of our deck is that we can't hard cast Living End. It's not ideal, but alright, so now they have to live in fear of a Violent Outburst, so last bar, there's a Players Tour, I believe, this weekend or next weekend. And then the SGG Tour just announced they're going to be doing events, weekend events also, which is pretty sweet. So I will not be playing in the Players Tour event. I'll probably be playing in some of the SGG Tour events when I got to find time about it, so Mystic Sanctuary tapped, go. Online SG Tour stuff. It's not directly related, but there'll be coverage and stuff. It's all on their website. You can go look it up. It's going to be on Arena. It's going to be standard. Cerodon. Again, I don't feel like I'm in a huge rush here. I'm just going to get a... just screw it, whatever. Just shock. No gamble, no future, whatever. Alright. Well, definitely need to find a Violent Outburst. Also want to make a land drop. It's kind of awkward because we like want to threaten Outburst, but Ardent Plea. Alright. I smell burning. Smells strong. Nicole's burning her house down. Swamp. Oh, now they have Cryptic up, which is like fine. Just get Island. Cycle. We will find a Violent Outburst eventually. And eventually we'll find more forces too, honestly. So like pretty cool that we'll eventually just like have, you know, a combo on their turn with multiple backup spells, hopefully. That is the plan. I should have held that maybe for like Colligan's Command. I guess I discard the Living End. The one stinky thing is that about this deck that is we can't suspend Living End, which is what the actual Living End deck will often do in matchups like this to kind of like try and set up for one big turn. They're gonna end step Vendilion Click. God, these Vendilion Clicks. Oh man, now we're down another force. God. I guess we'll cycle and try and draw an Outburst. All right. Sorry to make sure the house is not boarding up and not All right, so they're clicking. And now we're on a clock too, which sucks. So these Vendilion Clicks have been really just busting our balls here. Take force. We draw land. We probably just need to like go for Ardent Plea next turn. It sucks. We're also now in a spot where like we should be at 6 and they can just snap bolt us. So like we're probably just dead, unfortunately. Who would have thought that Grixis control would be our downfall here? Circa 2016. Another right on time too. Come on, Fulminator Mage. What are you doing? Big draw step. Not big enough. Actually, that's actually equipment resub. Thanks so much. All right. We can hardcast Force of Will, so we're gonna Force of Negation. All right, here we are. They've got 6 spells in their hand. Let's see if this works. I think Gigantha still a keep in Tron. I'm not sure, honestly. It's much closer now, so. Our opponents have also been so slow this league. Like, I walked out of the room twice already, and we're like 8 minutes ahead on the clock, you know? Lightning Bolt. Yeah. That does stop my ability to hardcast Force of Negation, which sucks, because I don't have any basics left. That sucks. They're going to, like, play... What? Aw, no. They're just going to untap and snap bolt us. And we can't cast Force of Negation. No! Not like this. Please not like this. Oh. Because I can't fetch. We took too much damage. What is in their hand? Oh, why do we take so much damage? I said that. Remember the turn I was like, well, just do it. Whatever. Who cares? That 2 life. Oh. Please just concede and don't have it. Oh. We couldn't have a blue card in our hand either. Oh, man. So we definitely should have won this match. I played really bad in like multiple spots, unfortunately. That sucks. Alright. Pretty stinky. I think we made some pretty big errors in both of it, in multiple times, in multiple games in that match. We only have 1 basic in our entire deck. So, yeah, we could have done many things differently there. So, went 3-2. Deck was definitely super sweet. Grix is also, like, just, I mean, they just have bolts in their deck. So, like, our Sideboard Juke didn't really work against them. But yeah, deck's definitely super sweet. Went 3-2. Definitely a really cool juke. And I think that this deck is just fine by itself, even if you're juking or not juking. I just love Force Negation in this deck. So, yeah, deck's super cool. So, definitely give it a spin. We got more Modern to play today, but next deck is going to be a Black-White Aristocrat Return to the Ranks deck. But YouTube folks, I'm sorry, Mario. Your video's in another castle, all right? Look for that in a different video. All right, YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Every single video. Algorithms, etc. Love you, YouTube.